Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on Euro FX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
So welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on the euro currency. So it was really dramatic action, and drama mostly has come not from some natural factors that stand on the market, those that we could analyze and those that we could plan or forecast, but from the unexpected things. So first it was on Wednesday the statement from the Fed, and later on Friday it was the non-farm payrolls release. So non-farm payrolls release was absolutely positive in all aspects. So it was the employment, it was the wage inflation that numbers are showing. So it was absolutely perfect. And as a result, you can see that the short-term sentiment has been crushed. So initially it was seemed that maybe on some Fed statement last week, when it was after the July meeting, market still could get some time to spend on the natural behavior and environment on the low interest rates, but as a result you could see that it's very difficult to come against a strong factor. So initially, if you remember, and well actually talked about this every time, after the big sell-off, acceleration on the CD leg of the big BCD pattern, it's very difficult to expect something really extended. So initially we're trying to catch the reasons for some deeper ABC direction, maybe at least to the 120 areas, retesting of this confluence. Maybe the market would form here some head and shoulders to show some a bit higher action. But anyway, that anyway will be just the pullback after the drop. So on the daily chart, now we're turning back to our initial setup with the OP target around 1620. And as we said every time, that conservative traders should wait when the market will reach this area if you intend to buy. So the buy opportunity here stands mostly around 116.20 because this is OP here, this is confidence support on the weekly chart, and this is also weekly oversold area. So that will be significantly safer to take the long position here. Besides, as I said, that it's very rare market leaves behind very strong areas, very strong targets. So as now it seems that indeed the statement in the July from the Fed was deceiving, and once the market gets strong numbers, it returns back to its own. So wide expectation of the faster tapering, more hawkish interest rate policy from the Fed. So and seems that market believes in that because, well, if everybody believes in the gap of the employment that Fed or United States still have to cover, it's approximately 5.56 million jobs needs to be created to close the pre-pandemic gap in employment. It should not be a strong reaction on the data as we have. So it means that more traders now stands focus on faster tapering and more aggressive Fed policy. Although many banks, including the UBS, suggest that Fed will be a bit slower on decision-making concerning rate change and tapering announcement than everybody believes. At the same time, the same big banks, JP Morgan, UBS, suggest that interest rates will be around 2% on the 10-year interest rates by the end of this year. So in this level of the interest rates, it's very difficult to count on some dollar weakness. From all this stuff and taking into consideration the technical background, so take a look here. We have actually have no barriers, no significant support areas, no oversold yet. So oversold stands at 1670. It's very difficult to count on some upward reversal at this point. Yes, previously we saw that non-farm payroll statistics were easily reversed in a very short-term period, and market keep going in a different direction, but currently we're going close to the moment where tapering should be announced, and by the end of this month actually in Wyoming. And with this background, hardly we will see some sharp reversal in the next week. So trend has turned bearish on the daily chart, and we haven't got any grabbers that we suggested, because initially we talked about the 1787, 1790 area where theoretically we could get it, but market just has dropped. It means that the bullish context, bullish intraday setup that we were intending to consider on Friday, so if you remember, we said let's keep watching what will happen around 1790, 1780. Maybe market will complete the intraday XOP showing the bullish grabber. In this case, we could consider taking the long position, but this scenario has been vanished by this collapse. It means that currently we have no intention to go long on euro currency by far, and postpone this idea until the moment when the market will complete this major OP pattern. Currently, we're considering only the taking of the bearish positions. For that purpose, we could use the 4-hour time frame chart. Here, guys, we have to use some steep ABCD pattern, because all other ABCDs that we were considering previously already has been exceeded. So market already dropped below the XOP of the pattern that we discussed recently. So it means that now we have to use another one. And this XOP stands around 1740. At the same time, this thrusting action looks relatively strong, and potentially we could consider some maybe bread and butter sell or something of that sort. So once market will hit the XOP, or maybe even before that, if we will get some pullback, it will be nice and primary. We should keep an eye on 18 even area. So because it would be this confluence area and suitable for the bread and butter sell. So that's the area where we consider taking the short position. So thrusting action, maybe hitting the XOP, maybe before the hitting of the XOP, if market will show some pullback, preferably to this 18 even area, that may be considered for taking the short position. Hopefully we'll get the downside continuation to the OP on the daily chart. So that's the initial plan that we intend to keep an eye on in the beginning of the next week.